Pranam students. Okay, today's time to move forward. Yesterday we were discussing about a very important tag of HTML, that is audio tag. Yesterday I have told you what is the purpose of the audio tag and in which situation you need to use audio tag in your coding of HTML document. What is the purpose of audio tag? I have told you, and what are the different attributes which are related with audio tag. Also I have told you. Uh, Basically, there are six different attributes are available in audio tag, that is src attribute, which I have told yesterday, that src attribute is used basically to specify the complete path of that audio file which you want to display on the which you want to display or which you want to show or embed on the web page. After that, control, this is the second attribute of audio tag, and which need to be applied in the starting auto tag. If you will not use this attribute in the starting auto tag, that whatever audio file you want to display on the web page, that will not be displayed with its or controls. Okay, so there are different controls of audio files are there, that is play button, time duration, slider, sound button. Okay, download button. So all these control needs to be displayed with the audio file which you want to display on the web page. So if you will when you will use this attribute, then all those control will be displayed on the web page, otherwise not. The third attribute which I have told you, that was the loop attribute, and this attribute you use in that situation whenever you want to run that particular audio file continuously. That means a particular audio file is displaying on the web page, and when you will click on the play button, that audio file will be start, and after ending this audio file, then it will start again. Then again and again it will start itself after ending. So that means that audio file will keep playing. Then the next attribute which I have told you, that the fourth attribute, that is automated. Okay, basically this is not automated, this is autoplay attribute. Okay, this was my mistake. That's what the autoplay attribute. Okay, in case of automated, that is autoplay. Okay, so keep remember, this is not automated, this is autoplay. So this attribute is used in that situation whenever you want that, whenever the coding will be displayed on the web page, the whenever you want the audio file, whatever you want to display on the web page, that should play automatically whenever that web page will be open on the screen. Then autoplay attribute can be used, okay, with audio tag. uh, when you will use this particular attribute, what will happen whenever that particular web page will be displayed on the web browser, then the audio file will start playing automatically itself. Okay, you no need to play, click on the play button in that situation. Then the fifth attribute which I have told, that is muted attribute. This particular attribute is used whenever you want that whatever audio file you want to display on the web page, that that should not produce sound. Okay, that is should be muted by default. So muted attribute can be used with audio tag, and when you will see in that particular audio file, whatever is playing, when you click on the play button, and then that will start playing, but sound will not be produced, because that particular by default you have set the sound button as muted. Okay, so what you need to do, well, you will click on the muted sound button, you will click from the mouse on that particular web page, then that particular file will start producing the sound. Okay, how to get removed. And the last attribute which is available with the sound tag, that is preload. Preload attribute, it basically has used in that situation. There are three values which can be used with the preload attribute, that is auto, or you can say none, or you can say metadata. So if you will use the auto attribute, then what will happen, that all the controls which required by playing controlling that particular audio file, that will be displayed by default on the web page. Okay, or the auto preload attribute, if you are not using that, by default the auto value has been set by default to the preload attribute. All the controls will be displayed with that particular audio file. And if you will choose the value of preload attribute that is none, then only the play button will be displayed. Play control button will be displayed with that particular audio file. Rest of the buttons, that is slider or the time duration, or you can say sound button or download button, that will not be displayed on the web page. Okay, so that will be displayed in that situation. When you will click on the play button, then rest of the control button will be displayed by default. All the control button will not be shown. Okay, so and so if you will in auto with the auto value, then all the controls of the audio file will be displayed on the screen, and with none value, the all the controls will not be should display on the web page. Only the play button will be displayed, and when you will click on that play button for playing that particular audio file, then rest of the buttons will be displayed on the screen. And metadata, if you will set the value of that particular preload attribute metadata, then what will happen, whatever audio file you want to display on the web page, that the complete information related to particular audio file will be, first of all it will be import, then that particular audio file will be displayed on the web page. So if you want that whatever audio file you want to display on the web page, the complete information about that particular audio file, that means how much memory it is covering in your computer system, what is the length of the audio file, what is the format of the audio file, that complete information should be import by the web browser, and then that particular audio file will be displayed on the web page with all its control. Okay, so that's all. That is all for audio tag, that I have told you about everything about the audio tag. What is the purpose of the audio tag? What are the main attributes which can be used with audio tag with its default values? Now today, in the 16th lecture of HTML, today I am going to tell you about also a very important tag of HTML, that is video tag. Video tag. Okay. Video tag, as you have seen yesterday, that whenever you want to display, whenever you want to show, whenever you want to embed a particular audio file on the web page, then you need to use audio tag in your coding. Okay, and with the with desired attributes. Okay, in the same way, whenever you want to display a video file, whenever you want to show a video file, whenever you want to embed a video file on your web page, okay, then you can use video tag for displaying or showing or embedding that particular video file on your web page. Okay, so video can be displayed on the web page whenever you want to share a particular video on your web page, whenever you want to share when suppose you have created your blog and you want to share many videos on those, you want to display, you want to share many different types of videos on your blog, and you can do this with the help of video tag. Suppose there is, you have created a particular website, a web page, that is that particular web page is related to news web page, and in that web page you need to display different types of news in the form of videos for sharing, sharing that all those videos, then you can display all those videos, you can share all those videos with the help of video tag on that particular blog, on that particular web page. Okay, so the main thing is that whenever you want to display, whenever you want to show, or whenever you want to embed a video file on your web page, then you will use video tag in your coding. Okay, always key to remember the video tag also available only in HTML5. So whatever web browser you are using for converting the interpreting the code of the HTML document, that should be upgraded. Okay, whether that is Google Chrome or Internet Explorer, that should be upgraded also. So video tag is basically used whenever you want to display a video file on your web page. It has also attributes. Most of the attributes of video tag are similar to the attributes of audio tag, that is SRC attribute, controls, loop, autoplay, muted, and preload. So about all these attributes we have read in audio tag, and the function of all these attributes is similar to the function of all those attributes which I have used in audio tag. Okay, and except all these attributes, there are three more attributes which are available in video tag, that is height, width, and poster. Okay, so there are total 9 attributes are available with video tag, and I am once again, one more time, I am telling you all about all the attributes, the purpose of all the attributes one by one. SRC attribute is basically used to specify the complete path of that particular, the complete source path of that particular video file which you want to display on the web page. So whatever video file you want to display on the web page, the complete path of that particular video file should be displayed in front of the SRC attribute, that is control attribute. Control attribute is used to whenever you want to display all the controls of video tag of the video which you want to display on the web page. Okay, so suppose if you will not use this particular attribute, the control of that particular video will not be displayed on the screen. Only the video will be displayed, the control button, that is play buttons, the time slot, slider, sound button, okay, that will minimize and maximize button, that will video that will not be displayed on the video. Okay, loop, the purpose, if you want that particular video uh, continuously play itself again and again, okay, then you can use this particular attribute, loop attribute, that particular video, when you click on the play button, that particular video will be start playing, and after that, but it will be finished, then again it will start itself again automatically, again and again it starts keep playing. Okay, autoplay, whenever you want that particular video should be play automatically, whenever that particular web page should be displayed on the screen, then the video should be you should not you no need to click on the play button, that particular video button should be play itself automatically, then you need to use auto play button, auto play attribute with the starting video tag. Muted, if you want that particular video should not produce any sound by default, okay, then you can use muted attribute, and when you click on that, by default the sound button will be closed, and when you click on the sound button, then that particular video will start producing sound. By default that particular video will be muted. And preload attribute, okay, whenever you want, I have told you that there are three values it will accept: auto, none, and metadata. Okay, the purpose, the auto value will display all the controls which are required for controlling the video, that will be displayed. Okay, if you will click on the none, then all the controls which will require for controlling that particular video will not be displayed, only the play button will be displayed. When you click on the play button, then the rest of the control will be displayed on the screen for controlling that particular video. And metadata, if you will use the metadata value with this attribute, then all the necessary information will be imported first by the browser before displaying that particular video on the web page. Okay, height attribute, height attribute is used whenever you want to set the desired height of that particular video. on the web page. Suppose the height of that particular video is very much high, and you want to control the height of that particular video in 200 pixels or 500 pixels, 100 pixels, that can be set the desired height of that particular video with the help of height attributes in number of pixels. In the same way, if you want to set the desired height of the video as per your choice, then you can use the width attribute, and then you can give the desired numeric value of number of pixels, suppose 100 pixels, 200 pixels, 500 pixels, 400 pixels, for setting the desired width of that particular video. So whenever you want to control the whatever video is going to be displayed on the web page, and you want to set the desired height and desired width of that particular video, that particular video should be displayed on the web page with your desired height and width. According to desired height and width, then you can use the height and width attribute for this purpose. Okay, and the poster attribute is basically used to change the thumbnail of the video. Suppose a particular video is there, and you want that whenever you that video will be displayed on the screen on this particular video, the starting thumbnail, the thumbnail means the image which is displaying, that if this video is displaying on the web page, and the first screen, the image, the screen, the display of that particular video, this is known as the thumbnail, and you want to set the desired image on this particular video thumbnail in starting, and when you click on the play button, then that video will be started, that thumbnail will be disappear. But at the time of uh, before playing that particular video, a particular image should be displayed in starting of that particular video, that as a thumbnail. Then you can use the poster attribute with specifying the complete path of that particular image which you want to display as the thumbnail of the video. Okay, are you getting my point? So there are total 9 attributes are available with video tag. Okay, so you can use all those attributes for displaying a desired video file and controlling the desired video file on your web page. Okay, so now we will do write one HTML. We will create one HTML document. HTML, then head. I'm giving the title of that particular web page, that is video. After that, I will close the head section. Now the body section will be start. The BG color, setting this blue, top margin 100 pixels, 100 pixels. After that, video tag, and I'm using the one more tag for the source src, and path of the video file, path of the video file type is equal to mp4. Okay, and then whatever with before src attribute, you will copy, you will paste the complete path of that video file which must be able, which is available in your computer system, play on the web page, and after that you will close the video file. And in starting video tag, you can use the desired attribute as per your needs, that is controls loop, autoplay, muted, preload, auto. Then width, I'm controlling the width of the video, that is 250 pixels. Height, other 250 pixels. And for controlling the thumbnail, the poster attribute, and that is complete path of the image, path of the image which you want to set as a thumbnail of that particular video. Okay, after that I will close the angular bracket, then I will close the here, I will close the video tag, then I will close here as the body tag, and after that I will close the HTML tag. Okay, so you can no need to use all the attributes. Okay, only you will use only those attributes which are required. Okay, according to your choice, according to your interest. Either you can all attributes of the video tag, or you can use some particular attributes. Okay, for as per your need, as per your choice. Okay, and after that you will save this particular video file with the name video.html on the desktop. Okay, and you will see one particular file will display on the web page on the desktop. When you open that particular file, the interpretation of this coding will be displayed on the web browser, and that particular video file will be displayed on the web page, and the title, on the title, that video will be shown, and the particular video file with the desired width, desired height, with all the controls. Okay, according to the used attributes will be displayed on the web page. Okay, and you can control the playing other particular video as per your need, as per your choice. Okay, so audio tag and video tag, always keep remember these both the tags are the advanced tag, or these are available on in the latest version of HTML, that in HTML 5.0. So if you are using these tags in your coding, that whatever browser you are using for interpreting the coding, that should be updated. Okay, so first of all, update your web browser. Okay, and then write the coding by using audio video tag, then the proper interpretation will take place in the browser, and then your desired output will be displayed on the screen. Okay, so that's all for today. Okay, thank you.